flexible. I'll talk more about it in the subsequent slides. And also we offer our programs in multiple tiers based on the kids' age and the expertise they have in programming and robotics. I'll talk more about this too in the subsequent slides.
So it's only online?
Yes.
So we got both the version. So we right now we are just going to walk you through our current promotion and all that. That's applicable to online. We also have a couple of centers in San Jose Milpitas where we are doing offline. But why don't she go through what we have today, and then we'll discuss our offline.
Yeah. So here are some of the success stories from our students.
Hi, I'm Sonia, and I'm from California, USA. After completion of the course, I created it.
Hello, my name is Richard J. I actually partner. My project is for car safety.
Hi, my name is Sambi Ranka. I'm 14 and I live in California, United States. I am the creator of the Fantastic Box. Not only that, but the program also trained me and built my confidence for public speaking, TEDx, where I shared my thoughts about the future.
I'm excited and I wanted to make a product that would be able to take the energy that is being when we walk and be able to do something like change your phone and another device.
Hello, my name is Sibi Jane.
So these are some of the stories. We have many more success stories, but given the time constraint, I could only display few. And here are some testimonials from our happy parents.
Hi, my name is Erika Zhang, and my daughter Cody Sully has been with a moonshot. As a parent, I observed that they have a great team who are professional and caring. As a parent, I'm very happy with this program, and I know my kid is in the right place.
I have enrolled Lena, my daughter, into my third junior innovator program, as she was keen to learn futuristic technologies. Moonshot juniors understand how children are, and that is what I love about them.
Abhimanyu got involved in this program. He was given
I'm Sonia,
a
and I'm
good
from
background
California,
on basic
USA.
economics. So we wanted Abhimanyu to
So these are some of the testimonials from our
Yeah.
parents. So these are the skills that we offer in our Inventor program. We offer technical skills, power skills, and advanced learning. So in technical skills, we teach robotics, programming in C++ and Python, prototyping, design thinking, circuit design, AI and ML. Of course, AI and ML we'll teach at an advanced level. And in power skills, we cover graphic design, video creation, presentation skills, financial literacy, etc. And in advanced math, we cover Vedic math and mental math. Of course, advanced math is optional. So we believe that including these programming skills, technical skills, along with the entrepreneurial and leadership skills, Indian college SA is going to have an edge over other students during the admission process. Not only that, when they go for the workforce, when they join the workforce, these skills, especially the power skills, they will come handy to our students when they join the workforce. Whichever the career path they choose. Like I said, we offer our program in multiple tiers. We begin with tier 0. So tier 0 is for someone who joins us very young, like 7 or 8 years, or someone who has absolutely no prior experience in coding or robotics. We start with teaching block coding to them. Block coding is simple drag and drop of blocks which any kid can do. We also teach simple circuits and simple programming logic in tier 0. Then they will be moved to tier 1. Tier 1 is for someone who has some basic knowledge in robotics or programming. In tier 1 we will teach C++, we will teach microcontroller, we will teach sensors, everything. And tier 2 is for someone who has advanced level of understanding on robotics and programming. So the complexity keeps increasing from tier 0, 1 to like that.
So it is all online software you're talking about, nothing hands-on like.
Yeah, I'll come to it. So this is how the robotics innovative program is going to look like. In the first 9 months, they will learn the foundation of technology, and then in the next 3 months, they will work on a prototype based on the knowledge that they gain in the first 9 months. And in these 12 months, parallelly, the power skills will be covered. The power skills that I told, like the video creation, financial literacy, etc., these will be covered in parallel to these technical sessions in these 12 months. And at the end of the program, that is 12 months, they will have a competition called Moon Battle, where they will be expected to form into a team, and then they will work up on an idea. They will come up with an idea, essentially solving any real world problem, and they will work on the idea and they will pitch it in front of a jury and win exciting prizes.
So if you can take a quick pause. So I think you answered the question. You are very close.
So we follow experiential form of learning, where in the first step, the students will observe how the instructor is doing the activity, and then they will learn what they are doing, how they are doing, and then they will try to perform on their own. They will replicate what the instructor has done, and then they will spend some time on understanding the activity, the connections and everything, etc. And then at the end, they will get a feel of the activity, like how they did the activity, why they did the activity. And in case of hardware, like you asked, we will cover it later. So they will try to make different connections and then see what is going to happen. So they will just play out of it and see what is going to happen. So in the first stage, that is in the 9 months, we cover the foundation in technology. In the first few months into the program, we will start, the kids will learn in CAD Simulator. CAD Simulator is an online web-based 3D modeling tool. So they will learn the circuit design, the connections, everything in the CAD, which actually they are doing it right now in the workshop. So they will, once they get a good understanding of the components, the functioning of the components in the coding, then they will move to the hardware. At this stage, we will send this learning kit to them. We will deliver this learning kit to your home, and then they will. So this learning kit will have, you can see, the microcontroller Arduino Uno and ELB board. This has all the connections, the LED sensors, everything already connected to it. So they will work on this learning kit, and then in the next step, once they are well versed with the connections, the sensors, everything, the components and all the functioning of the components, then we also provide the loose components in the kit. So they will start building the circuit right from scratch using this loose components. So this is what happens in these 9 months.
So if you can take a quick pause. So I think this is a kit what she was, so that's more advanced kit. But there's a kit, there's a tier 2 kit. And then these are our own manufacturing, the circuit what you are seeing, and it got a lot of new components in Arduino. So what she tried to explain, this is the one thing, our own learning kit. So at different stages they will receive more notification, then they can see. At different stages, so all the programs comes with these learning kit at different times, we ship them out. The way they all are designed, so you can see some of these can get complex, but they all are wheeled bicycle approach. So initially they will build everything on simulator. They already know how to connect pieces, and because in that way you can make thousands of mistakes quickly and learn quickly. Once that program works, then they translate that program on ELB board and Arduino. It's simple circuit. There are only limited connections. Not much can go wrong. And if that also works, now they know how to connect the power, how the LCD works, what happened, which sensor to interact. Once that happens, they get rid of an ELB, take Arduino and connect with the individual component and try to replicate. Basically what we are trying to do, we are trying to teach them how to program a sensor, right? And how to connect them and how to get, because the world, all the big problems, they can be solved more than 90% by just using a handful of sensors, right? If you say vibration sensor, some kind of buzzer, you take color sensor, you take like a distance meter or something, you can solve most of the things. So as long as you can teach them how to interact, then they can build all kinds of things. And also in the step 1 itself, we will start with very practical examples, like how far you are parking the car in the garage so it doesn't hit the wall. These are simple circuits you can create, right? Once the washer is done, get a text message, so then I understand when to change my clothes to dry. something like that, very practical. And everything is a mission based, right? In advanced stages, they will start doing things like this in a subsequent year. Now the same car can be built in 100 different ways, right? You can use all kinds of sensors. You can use from ultrasonic sensor, you can use computer vision, you can use IR sensor, you can use many things, and many ways you can program it. So it's kind of open, but it's still controlled, because in the end you will still make a car which can do certain things, and everything will be a mission based in these exercises. So they are not learning a programming or coding for the sake of programming or sensor for the same purpose. There will be a purpose that, okay, the car can come from that point to this point, avoiding all the obstacles. Now, if it requires learning programming or learning sensors, so be it. It's very important to not to bring, because as soon as you say a 9-year-old or 10-year-old child that let me teach you coding, it's very difficult to keep the child attention for a year or 2 years. When you give them a mission, then it becomes a lot easier. And these are the methodologies what we have built, so then they do not struggle. There is always wheel bicycle approach in all these kids in our teaching methodology, so every child can make progress. And as I said, like as she mentioned, all the tiers, they are built in such a way that some will go fast paced, some will go slow paced, and then every child has attention, and the class pace is built for his or her comfort. Back to you.
Are these included in the package?
Yes.
So how so in 12 months they will just get one of those?
So this will come in the first 9 months. The second, in the next 3 months, they will work on this prototype. Again, this also we will send it to you. This is also part of the learning, the package.
So that is for tier 1, is it?
No, this one is tier 2, but different tier they will have different kids coming.
This
But
is just a sample
it's
of
just a
learning
sample
kit,
how we teach.
how this is a sample of learning kit, how it is going to look like. So we will send out the learning kit customized to the age. So for 7 to 8 years old, we will have different learning kit. Like to their level, we will go, and whichever is comfortable for them, we will send out that learning kit, because this will be advanced for them. So this we will send it to level plus years.
So tier 1 is 1 year course,
Yes.
Yeah, every tier is a year.
Every year is 1 year.
and if they mess up any of these wires or anything, then
Yeah, I mean, we'll take care, but usually that's why we do not send on day
So
one.
that-
We
so
send
that's
after
why-
4 to 6 weeks. Once we have already teach them on simulator, they understand that every wire is going to be important.
yeah, but if they mess up, then do you send a replacement or anything?
Yeah, we take care. It
So
doesn't happen.
The logistics we will take care. Yeah. So far it didn't happen, because when they learn on the AutoCAD simulator, they will get an understanding of how it looks, like how it works, the connections and everything. I know, like kids, they keep playing with the components and everything.
Because 9 and 10 years are still one
Yes,
big
yes.
There is a
It
lot of
makes
extras
sense.
in those, but if something major break, we'll take
Yeah,
care.
we will take care. So this is what happens in the first 9 months of the program, and like I said, in next 3 months we will have prototyping, where we will send out this kit. So
So the
at this
prototyping
stage,
kit also changes based on the tier.
yes, based on the tier, the prototyping kit also changes. So at this stage, by the end of the stage 1, when they complete the foundation, we will provide them a list of products that they want to work on prototyping. So they will choose a product, and based on that, we will send out the customized prototype kit. So
So I think that there is one correction. So this is part of the program. On a tier, they will receive a particular kit on them.
Okay, based on the tier.
Yeah, but in advanced tier, there are a lot of choices. Because right now they are very young, so
Thank
there is
you.
only so much thing.
Thanks. So here we follow the design thinking approach, where first in first step, the students will empathize with the product. They will see like what is the user need, what they are going to solve. So they are going to empathize with the product, and in the next step, they are going to define the problem statement that they are going to solve. And next, they will work on the ideas for their product, for the solution, or if they want to add any features, they will work on those ideas, and then they will build a raw prototype, and then they will test it. So by the end of this stage, every student will be able to build a prototype on their own, and they will have one built by themselves.
How many tiers are there?
So each stream, I mean, right now, this is a robotics. We also got game development, app development. So in each program there are multiple tiers. Right now we have 4 tiers, and we are working on more advanced as well. We want to take them all the way to where we can teach AI ML using NVIDIA, Jetson, and so some students are going there. So we are only 3-year-old company, so we are growing with our kids. So I think we might have 5 tier. We envision already. There might be more if there is continuous interest. Right now
we have 4 tiers in that robotics.
That's it.
And how once in a week classes are once in a week?
Yeah, I'll come to that. Okay. So like I said, by the end of the prototyping stage, the students will be ready for their moon battle. So this is just
So I think just go back. I just want to make sure that you have visibility of the program. So in this one, 2 things are happening simultaneously. On the top rail, they are learning the tech and they are creating a prototype which works. That's the actual prototype, working prototype. On the bottom rail, they are learning graphic design, video creation, financial literacy, bunch of things for a purpose. Because towards the end, they are also, so these 2 things are happening simultaneously. 2 classes, one on tech, one on power skill. And she will explain, there are some choices. In the end, last 6 months on the bottom rail, they work on a problem, they work in a team, they get, using design thinking, 8 to 10 slides of like a business pitch, and then they present it to a jury. In the bottom, they also created a draft prototype, but it could be anything. We do not restrict. So it could be they want to send a rover on Mars and do something, collect sample. That's okay. That might be on a paper or something. The top prototype is a working prototype. The bottom prototype is a free flow, and she can show an example.
So once the online, the software they have done, then they're done with it. Once they get the kit, do they have to go back to the online screen?
Ask the question one more time.
So in 9 months you're saying they're going to learn online 9 months.
No, it's all instructor led. Nothing goes by themselves.
Lastly, they go to simulator again. Once they start working on the hardware, do they go back to they code as well along with this. So they do the coding part also in TinkerCAD simulator. So TinkerCAD goes parallelly. So in the first few weeks they will work on this circuits.
I'm asking on the online screen, do they have to look at the online screen for whole 12 months or second year?
No, so I think what happened, once they start creating all these circuits and all that, they will be doing a lot of work offline also. And once they start seeing this can interact with the software and all that, the offline activity can be a lot more. But of course, to make these circuit work, they need to continue to interact with the screen.
Some kids don't like to be doing online coding, like my kids don't like coding. They want to do hands-on.
Yeah, so we start with block coding. That's why we start with block coding. Even myself, I successfully continue postponing learning coding. Okay, it's been like 10 years I graduated, but I don't like coding much. But we start with block coding. So block coding is something which they are doing right now. You can check with them later.
No, but I think our question is different.
Yeah,
and for the 9 to 10, they will be doing textual coding. But I think your question primarily interactive. So they will be throughout the journey. They will be creating a lot of circuits. So the simulator first, and then they're translating, and then continue to work. And then towards the last stage of everything they build, they will be building everything from scratch using Arduino and bunch of wires and sensors. So they will be
once 1 year they are done, then second year again they go back to learning.
It just becomes a lot more complex. Every year it's just
the tier keeps increasing, the complexity keeps increasing. And the learning kits and prototypes also.
Means in the second year also, like they have to go back and work on the TinkerCAD again, simulator again.
So
the
I
first
think
year, like first 9 months they are working on the simulator, and the last 3 months they are going to get some hardware to practice. And once they graduated to second year, again they need to go and work on the advanced concept on the Tinker board, again work on the practical things, or like how the second year.
No, so I think you are still trying to build a circuit in a faster way, right? If you start and do only on hardware, it's very difficult. You still need to build your circuit.
But 9 months is a big time. Like being online and 9 months is a big time without any hands-on.
So this one I'm
they're
saying.
interested, they need the.
No, the hands-on will happen in the first month and second month itself.
First month we will
Because they will be creating a lot of small modules, hands-on, on a hardware. And so this goes throughout. So it's not like they will do screen first software and then this circuit will be delivered or kits will be delivered in the 6 weeks. And then everything, whatever they do, so they will build a circuit, replicate it on a hardware. Build a circuit, replicate it on a hardware. So this is how the cycle goes. Even in advanced stages, even as an adult, you do not hit hardware and never touch software. It doesn't work anymore. Even if you want to become a pilot, nobody will let you touch the plane.
Second one, they can open and work on it.
No, they have to. It's not like they can. They have to. That's the,
So this will be delivered after 6 weeks and then they will start working on this.
I think maybe confusion will be the simulator is needed to program the hardware, right?
correct. I mean, without simulator, you cannot build your program. And then you need to push that program to Arduino or Raspberry Pi later. Otherwise, how will you program the hardware? So you cannot just eliminate the software part. It will not work.
Program and then moving it to the hardware to work.
I mean, that's the only way it works. There is no way you can eliminate the programming, otherwise hardware is dead.
Even the programming, they will start very slow. So even if they are not liking the program, like they will first, they start slow and like I said, they will have required hand holding by the instructor. So they see that all the students are on the same page, only then they move to the next step.
What if somebody, like some kids are intelligent and they are done with doing it in the 6 months and then they are ready, then do you have any?
No, so think about this batches. So what is happening? Can you go back to the tier slide? So there are two choices. Just on that one, just go back. So what is happening? Everything is done using this tiered approach, right? And within same tier there will be multiple batches. So let's say the 9 to 10 year tier 1, there will be minimum 3 batches. One is running at fast pace, slow pace. Our job is to have your child paired up with another 6 kids who are like your child. So boy or girl? Girl, yeah. So then if that is not there, what will happen? Eventually we might, your daughter might start losing interest. It's bad for us. Bad for her, bad for us. Because if we cannot keep your child for at least 5 months, we lose money. So it's very important for us to do everything right there, put the right batch. Now, there could be also a possibility that we have all these batches and your child is so bright that she might belong to tier 2, irrespective of the age. We will also allow that. Within tier 2 also there will be multiple batches. There are kids, especially in the Silicon Valley we see, they are so exceptional. They say after 2 years, they say I don't want to do any of this, I want to build something by my own. And that's okay. We have many kids. You look at the CATIA box, one of the child, she created an embedded computer. You can open it and see. And she created her own hardware. Can you open and just show her circuit? And basically, she raised $8,000 on Kickstarter. Then she, yeah, so you can see here is this one, right? So you can see CATIA box. This is her own circuit. So there are kids who are creating their own PCBs, their own modules, and she launched and she sold over 100 boxes on Amazon. So
do you support that?
yeah, but I just want to set the expectation right. To get a product live in the market, it's a very tedious process. It's not for everybody. I'll say maybe 5% student can hit something like that.
This point, but if they are at the advanced level.
Absolutely. So we have the infrastructure to support, and we want to create these success stories. It's good for us.
Is it going to be like individual contribution to the individual projects, or is it going to be like a group collaboration?
No, so I think it depends. Generally, something like this might be an individual. Moon Battle is a group, because when you are creating something like this, pairing up with the parents, where everybody has same vision and mission, might not be there, because these things can get expensive. They are not part of the pricing, because you need to put maybe $10,000 just to get little thing manufactured, right?
Kids are attending the online classes and you are delivering the kits to the individual homes,
Yes,
and they are building their own. But like, how do we collaborate with each other in like group project?
No, so I think all these projects, whatever we are building, they are individual projects on the tech side.
Okay.
We want to make sure every child learns. On the power skill side, when they are creating moon battle or they are going in a competition, at that time we start doing all these team activities. But at the circuit tech level, we want to make sure, because otherwise what we are learning, there will be kids who will never touch programming, because somebody else does it, they will become CEO and not just talk, but they will have no technical knowledge. We tried that way and we learned that almost always happen. Even if you look at FLL and other, there will be 25-30% kids do not know anything in programming, and they will just present. And we want to make sure the kids at this stage have some hands-on experience, because once you know even basic of programming and connect the circuit and all, tomorrow when you are really, even if you become CEO or something, you do not need to touch it, but that background helps. So I think this is important, especially at early stages. Now in advanced stage, when they are in tier 4 and all, and building project or building something like that, then we activate all these group exercises where we can build as a team and things like that. But right now these are 9 to 10 batches. So at this stage, I don't think any child will start building that. It is too early. For that, they need to be at least 12 years, 13 years old.
At the age of 13.
Yeah. So she will have that.
It's not about the.
Yeah, just to answer your question, so precisely, they will work individually on these kids. Okay, on all these 12 months, they will work on the kids individually, and then they will form into groups only for moon battle. So after, at the end of the 12 months.
And then, but throughout the program, they will be working in a team, solving things together, even on technical part, the game and all that. So
they will have a game, like tic-tac-toe quiz at the end of every session. So they will be formed to teams. The instructor will divide them into teams in the Zoom session only, and they will, that is kind of a revision for them. She will ask the questions that the content that is discussed in that particular session. She will ask questions regarding those, and they will play a kind of quiz, and it will be a fun game for them. So they will form bonding, so that that will help them in forming teams for moon battle.
Okay.
so that you will be able to see even today, right? Because the kids show up for a couple of things. They want to learn, but they also show up for their team. So throughout the program, they will be doing a lot of team exercises, but we want to make sure every child has individual attention. They are able to learn circuit, they are able to build programming by themselves. It's important.
So until the moon battle, everything will be online. During the moon battle, they'll collaborate.
No, even moon battle is also online, but we will create the team so where they can meet together, so the parents can meet together. I mean, you see the example.
Excuse me.
Yes, sir.
My kid is 10-year-old now, right? So based on that chart, I see tier 1, but he has no experience with any of these programming. So will he start with tier 0 or tier 1?
But your child is 10, right?
Yeah.
So you do not want a 10-year-old to sit with 7-year-old. It's not only what they know, it's also that kind of age difference can have a big difference. So we will have tier 1 also, where kids are starting with no background. So we will like to place there. I think 90% I am confident it will work, but if your child is really behind, then we'll see.
So this is a sample of how moon battle looks like. I think this will answer.
We are the Golden Science for Moon Battle Empower the Planet Competition. Hi, my name is Tommy Ford, and I'm the responsibility of the CEO. The problem our company is trying to solve is the limited availability of dishwashers outside of houses, which leads to environmental damage. When on the go, many families have to keep up with practices or other reasonable.
One question I have.
So these kids are presenting, they are creating a portable dishwasher, right? And they are, in the finale, they are presenting it to a jury, to real investor and all that. And you can see how they respond to the question, and all these kids are 9 or somewhere around 9, please.
And this is spontaneous.
So you are assuming 10% of the people will move from traditional dishwasher to new one. Do you think your mom and dad will move your dishwasher to your baby one or no? And if yes, why?
So they can own a built-in dishwasher in their house and own a separate portable dishwasher for trips or outdoor activities. And I think my parents would like a portable dishwasher because we like to do camping and outdoor activities a lot. And picnics and we use our reusable plastic, and I sometimes feel bad about that because it's creating waste in the environment. So we think so they would like a portable dishwasher to take with them on their outdoor activities.
So one thing is, I did not hear anything about your name.
Yeah, so I think what is happening and why this is working. How we create team and then how we empower them. Right now, we are taking their ideas seriously, and then on day 1, when we start giving them some of the exposure that these are the questions the investor might ask, they are not as well prepared as this one. They might ask, or they might answer the question, like if you ask that, okay, if you are manufacturing, if it costs you $200, how much you will sell for? They might say $210 or $230. And then you say, no, the margin is not enough. So then, this takes several months of exercise where they can start thinking as a business person, as a consumer, why a consumer will purchase, the go-to-marketing, how you will go. And they will say, we will build a billion unit and everybody will buy. And that's not the real world happen. So, as I said, like, we want to strive a very strong balance. On the technical side, they are creating a prototype which works. On this one, we leave them free flow. They can say like they want to send a rocket, but then all the fundamental questions need to be answered. If you want to send rocket, who will pay for it? And why somebody will use yours and not SpaceX, right? And then we are very surprised that 9 or 10-year-old, they can start answering. Many of our team members, the students, they answer like a 30-year-old. Once they go with this refinement, and some of our investors are very surprised that they never thought. I mean, we have a guy who built over $100 million company who come to some of these sessions, and he said like he never seen any kits like this. I don't think these are special kits. What happened? Nobody gives this kind of exposure to kids. Nobody, right? School doesn't teach us. As parents, we might not be teaching these things. Even if the child is curious, we might answer a few questions and we might not answer. Sometimes as parents, we do not know the answer because we might be very sharp as a doctor or as programmer. We ourselves might not know. Every child can learn these things. We need to take a different approach, right? This is the example I gave. Like for a 9-year-old, if I'm saying that I'm selling this on Amazon, and if I sold 4 of these boxes, and if I'm selling it $25, your revenue is 25 multiplied by 4, $100, right? But Amazon give you 30-day return policy. What about if after a week, 1% return, your $100 revenue is 75. After another 10 days, 2 more return, then your revenue became only 25. Why it is shifting? So your first revenue was not real revenue, it was a deferred revenue. So $100 is a revenue, but it's a deferred revenue. When it will realize on 31st day, when you are out of that return window. When you teach this, the child understands, right? Forget about 9, 7-year-old child can understand. But you have to teach in this way. So that's how the whole philosophy and education is built around.
So this is a brief curriculum of our Inventor program. In robotics, the first 9 months we cover electronic components, coding, C++, Python, Arduino, the sensors, etc. And in the last 3 months, in the prototyping stage, we cover problem identification, prototyping, testing, etc. In parallel, the power skill session also go in parallel with the robotics classes. So this is the curriculum, brief curriculum of the power skills. In the first 6 months, we teach graphic design, video creation, creative writing, Excel, financial literacy, online marketing. And in the last 6 months, we teach them team building, idea identification, prototyping, pitch presentation, etc. This will prepare them for the moon back. So this is a brief curriculum. You can get the detailed curriculum in our website, moonpreneur.com. So this is how the UI is going to look like. Our Moonpreneur learner management system. The student dashboard is going to look like this. They will have the schedule of their classes. They will also have the recordings, their achievements, the assignments, etc. in the dashboard. So this is a sample of how the schedule of the batches. So we will have technical skills classes happening on weekends and weekdays both. Of course, in weekdays, the classes will happen after the school hours. So this is a sample. So we have multiple time slots. You can choose any time slot according to the kids' convenience. We also have the flexibility to move to different cohorts. Say for example, you are enrolled into any batch and you want to, and the timings are not working for you in the future and you want to move to a different batch, you can inform us and we will do the review. You also have the flexibility to pause and resume. Say you want to go on a vacation, then you won't be able to attend the classes, will pause the program, and then once you're back, you can continue the program. Of course, we will move you to the different cohort, so that you don't miss on the continuity. Okay, don't miss on the continuity. So apart from this, we also have doubt clearing sessions happening on Sundays. Of course, this is optional. If you know the kid has any doubts they want to get cleared, they can join. Otherwise, they can skip the session. So this is the pricing. You want me to go to the previous one?
No.
So this is the pricing part. So we have two different programs. The right one, Apollo program, it is a mix, it is a balance of power skills and technical skills. So in a week, it is a commitment of 3 hours, 1.5 hours of technical classes and 1.5 hours of power skill classes. Whereas in Artemis, it is a commitment of around 2 hours per week. So this Artemis program is mainly focused on technical skills. However, we will offer 1 power skill class per month as complimentary. So this is the pricing. So you have $159 per month. But today, if you are registering, we are offering a discount of $139 per month for Artemis. Similarly for Apollo, there is annual pricing as well. If you are willing to make the payment upfront, then it is a cost saving. So it is $1,549 per year. But for today, if you are registering, we are offering a discount, and the final price will be $1149. So if you calculate, it is coming up around $96 per month compared to $139 per month. So this is like quite cost saving. Similarly, Apollo program, you will be charged $14.99 per year. So our early prices, like I said before, on an average, it will be $10 per hour, which is quite economical.
If somebody leaves the class in between, do you refund? If the kids do not like the online thing, my fear is online. My son is not a very big fan of online.
Okay. So yeah, annual, if you are making the upfront payment annual, yeah, you don't need to commit for 12 months. Okay, so say for example, after 3 months you want to discontinue, then you can just inform us. We will calculate on pro rata basis, and then we will deduct the
the
amount
pro rata
from
will happen on the monthly basis. If you want to get out of the annual plan, then first 3 months will charge as monthly, the promotion 139, rest of the money will be refunded.
So we will refund the but we don't like 93% completion rate is we have so far. So we are pretty sure that discontinuing the classes will be there.
Yes, sir.
So this rate includes all this hardware?
Yeah, yes. All the hardware, both the learning kits will be included in the rate. So, but you guys got so lucky you are present here today, and we have an offer today which is only for next 60 minutes. So in this offer, like we are giving first 1 month free. For Artemis, you will have to pay only $1 registration fee, and for Apollo, you will have to pay only $29 registration fee. But 1 month you will get for free. So you will have, the kid will have enough classes to decide if it is fun or interesting for him or her, and then you can decide later, like if you want to continue.
So we pay after this 1 month?
Yeah, so once you register, you will pay today only $1 for Artemis or only $29 registration for Apollo. And then your actual payment will start after a month. At that time you decide you don't want to continue, that's fine, or you will be going for monthly, or you can say upgrade me to annual pricing.
If I can switch also from Artemis to Apollo?
Yes, all
Yes,
that
you
is.
can.
I mean, you can add more things, right? I mean, right now this is part of the promotion. You also add advanced math and other that you can add after a month. Because if you, so you will get about 4 to 5 sessions in Artemis, and Apollo you will get 9 to 10 sessions. So because the learning methodology, teaching and all that, those questions will be answered. If you like us in that month, you will like us later also. If you don't like us, then you will see. Yeah.
Kids sometimes they are not very fond of.
Yeah, I mean, we are not 100% there, right? I mean, right now, I'll tell you, if 100 students start here on a free plan, we get about 80 to become our paid member. So it's not 100%. So I think 20%. Think about it. If you are in that 20%, then we want to give you that flexibility and choice.
And that 1 month will start now because I'm traveling to India.
Yeah, you can start like once you make the payment, like once you register today, someone from our team will reach out to you in next 48 hours. So they will give you available slots for you. So you can choose, you can tell them which month you want to start from, and you can choose the slot as well.
Because we are traveling and this is holiday season.
No. So I think they will give you plenty of time. You can start after a few weeks. You can start after a month. All that flexibility is there. And your clock starts from the first session. So 30-day clock will start from the first session.
And if they miss a class, then
So they will have the recordings of the classes. If they miss a class, they can attend the recording, and they will also have a doubt clearing session. So if they have some doubts after watching the recording, then they can get it cleared in the doubt clearing session. But in the next week also, when the class happens, the same instructor is going to be there. He or she can discuss with them as well.
But if we recommend that only if your child miss only 1 or 2 class. If they miss let's say 4 class or something, you need to go on vacation. Then you come back and we put you in
pause it and then
subsequent batch because it just becomes difficult to catch up 4 or 5 classes.
limit on the class, the number of students.
maximum we take 8, but on an average it's 5.
Yeah, 5 to 6 you will see. But power skill will be more. So power skill is about 15 because you are doing those soft skills and you need.
And we want them to divide to teams in the class for some activities. So we want to make sure there are enough students.
But technical is kind of complex. This kind of learning, so that's where we want very individualized attention. So that's where the classrooms are small.
And this 2 hours is just like once a week, 2 hours.
In Artemis, 2 hours per week.
2 hours per week.
No, this is the average.
Roughly
Yeah,
2 hours.
One class or 2 classes?
One class of technical session that is 1.5 hours per week. Apart from that, 1.5 hour of power skill classes. Class happen in a month, once in a month. So that we have divided to week and it is approximately 2.
So basically 4 plus 1 thing.
Yeah.
For technical.
All our classes are 90 minutes. The first 45 minutes are learning. Last 15 minutes are gamified revision. And last 30 minutes are kind of assignments and others. So we want to finish everything in that 90 minutes.
And they get assignments every week.
But we try to structure in such a way that if a child want to finish in that 90 minutes, there will be optional assignment if they want to do more. But we want to do everything in that 90 minutes. So in that way, there is no additional burden on parent or anyone.
So if we register today, then is it like a subscription that we need to commit, or we can start committing after a month?
No. So I think that
Your class will start whenever you choose. So once we reach out to you, we will give you available slots. You can choose one from there. So your first day starts
After a month after class.
yeah. So I think to be just very candid, after a month you will be defaulted to monthly plan. But you will be talking to us because we will reach out to you every week. How your child liking, batch and all that. You can just tell them that I don't like it and after 1 week or 4 week, just discontinue it. That's fine. Right? But if you don't, then you will be put on monthly plan. Or you can say I want to go on annual plan. This is how everything is. Yeah, everything is built in that way. Correct. That's the only way to make it work. Nothing else works.
Excuse me,
Yes, sir.
so that I'm clear, right? So for the Apollo, 2 classes a week,
Correct.
1 class of 90 minutes,
That's correct.
one is power skill and another is technical skill.
Correct.
In case of Artemis, you are saying it's what, 90 minutes again,
Yes.
technical skills only,
Correct.
and then 1 class a month for power skill of 1.5 hours.
What is your name, sir?
Anna?
I think you should join us. Yeah. Any other question? Yes, sir.
So if we register today, can we start like how soon we can start?
So you can start. So I think they will give you a call. So you will receive call within 48 hours. They will give you choices. You can start literally. We start every first week of a month and third week of a month. So you can start within 10 days for sure. But if you want to start after a month, that's also. So your clock will start from your first session.
I have one more question.
Yes, ma'am.
If I want to do Artemis for first 3 months and then go to Apollo? Is that also possible?
Yeah, that's possible. They will just give you some packages so you can add on. I mean, as I said, like this is only a sample of who we are. You can add on a lot more things. You can also add in Python later or advanced mathematics or whatsoever.
So technical sessions will be same in Artemis and Apollo.
Yeah.
So they should not have any problem once
They must be switch.
Yeah.
Yeah, because next year he has a placement test and math and all this. So I'm worried for that.
No, absolutely. Alex, if everybody is okay, can we turn on the promotion?
Yeah.
So you can go here on the promotion. How to do. And then do not turn anybody else's promotion. Go further down. You need to look at the 2 o'clock batch and only from this sequence. W. No. Wait a minute. So these are 2 o'clock. And is there only one batch or multiple? One batch. So go to other batch. And just view. Just click. And then say start promotion. It will ask yes or no, so say yes. Okay, so once, let me finish this and I'll answer. So once this promotion starts, what will happen? You will receive a SMS and an email with a link, and on that link, what happened? Okay, it says success. It should have gone to the next screen. The checkout link has been successfully sent. Okay, that's fine. So you will receive, when you click on that link, you will receive, so you will receive a slide like, a screen like this. So you can go, and there will be a timer. So you have like another hour or so. On the left side, you will see Artemis and Apollo. And then if you guys want to go to these classrooms, we'll allow you so you can see last 5-10 minutes how it is. You had a question, sir?
Yeah. Do you guys have a like textbook or have you double check if the kid is completing the activity or?
So I think there is a lot of feedback mechanism. After every session, you will get a report. There will be report which are system generated. There will be report which are teacher generated. So the teacher will give feedback, and there will be like attention span, did your child ask question, all those things will be there, and then teacher will also put a note that how the interaction. So that will be there. As I said, like in the first month, once you enroll, you will get a call every week, how your child did, they will give you some information. Then you will get once a month call, then you will get every quarter meeting. And then in terms of feedback, after every session, you will receive a feedback through.
Also, the dashboard shows the progress that you did.
Yeah, so that will also show.
You can see your results.
So all assignments, everything will be on the dashboard also.
So you were asking about like whether someone
Yeah,
will be able to monitor if they completed the activity or not. So that the instructor will be there, like I said, there is required hand holding. So the instructor will see to it that the activity is completed by all the students.
Okay.
If someone is lagging behind, the instructor will sit with them for extra time. Meanwhile, the other students will go.
Okay.
So they will make sure that they have completed the activity and they learn that activity.
Okay.
Like say for example, lighting the LED or making some traffic light connections or anything. So that activity, she or he make sure that they have completed the activity, and then they will do the session. That's
So
how
you
they
guys
try
have
to
this in England, USA, and any other country?
So right now we are serving in Canada, UK, USA, India, but right now like over 90% students are in USA. Let me check the classroom. You can take more questions more in there.
So in which city do you have the offline classes?
Offline classes we will have. We are in San Jose and.
So a couple of things going on there in the offline. So what I'm recommending, you are welcome to try out the offline. The offline classes, we not able to replicate the same experience. The problem is, we have 2,000 students. We can create all these combinations. In offline, what happened? I mean, so in online, you can say my child needs to sit with another 8-year-old only, and with fast-paced learning and all that is possible. In offline, your child, if it is 8, might be sitting with another 15-year-old. Because we do not have 2,000 students. We struggle to even fill that class. There is only once in a month class, only one batch we start every month because we do not have more parents, and it costs about $600 a month. But you are welcome to try out. It will have very hard rigid because that's all we can afford. And what do I recommend? Start here, try out for a month. If you do not like it, then try our offline one. And yeah, I think that might be a better way. But if you want to start right away, we can talk. Yeah. Sorry, if that was your question, what I'm saying, so we can discuss and I can give you choices. The problem is, on the online we are starting about 50 to 60 batches every month, so you have a lot of choices. In offline we start only one batch. So it will be very rigid, only on that day, that time you need to be there. And the experience is not same because we do not have enough students there. And it becomes very expensive. So what my recommendation will be, start here, try out this for $1 and see how your child likes. And if your child do not like, then come back to us and we'll, because right now we are seeing about only 2% kids struggle and they need offline support. So if your child is in that 2%, we'll discuss.
I want to add, so in online, like I said, average 5 students will be there in a batch. So the instructor can see everyone's AutoCAD simulator. She will have access to all their pages, how they are building the circuit and how they are performing the activity. She can check their progress. But offline, that is absolutely not possible.
Why I'm saying because I did coding online by June, one-on-one. Maybe he was very little that time, 7 years old when he was in second grade. He did not like it. That is why I shared.
No, so it's
and
not
that
like,
was one-on-one.
no, so this is not online, offline. So I think that's the difference. The one-on-one, even if we try, we will also fail. It's not, the teacher cannot inspire. What happened when you are in that classroom setup and when your child is with another 5 kids or 6 kids who are like him or her, it just creates a different magic. And our teaching methodology is also very different, the way we build our system and all. And by this, what they have done, they did not have curriculum. They match a teacher with a student, kind of just a marketplace. That model is very difficult. I mean, nobody is using them anymore. So, and then Baidu, I do not want to reveal all the number, but they could not hold more than 5 months, any child. Right now, every child is staying with us at least 22 months or longer, and we are 3-year-old companies. We do not know how long they will go. Our teaching methodology is very different. As I said, like it's all mission based. We have very little dependency on teachers. A lot of teachers move around because they need to finish these missions. They need to finish and go to the moon battle. The teacher is only that much part of the process. In Bibles, everything is teachers. If you do not like the teacher, they will change. We do nothing. If you do not like teacher, there are not that many choices here. I mean, we might change a batch, but it's the teacher is a small element. It's teacher, other cares, there are not in play here.
Sorry, I came in late. I'm not sure if you already answered this. I read there's 2 hours in the first program. Is it like in one sitting 2 hours, or
No,
they're going to be 2 different classes?
Each session is 90 minutes.
90 minutes.
1.5 hours.
Okay.
So there will be 2 different sessions once in a month.
Once a month?
No. So technical skill is every week, and then there will be power skill, one additional session only once in a month. So that's how we average out around 2 hours per week. But it's like each session, no matter the session you take, is 90 minutes long for us.
So 4 weekly, and there's 1 extra in a month.
Correct.
If you are opting for Artemis program, but in Apollo, you will have 3 hours of classes, like 3 hours of classes, 1.5 hour power skills and 1.5 hour technical skills in a week.
I just registered after different projects.
Yes.
Someone will reach out to you.
So I think if you guys want to also sneak peek how we teach, you are welcome. But do not disturb the class, but stay. And then if you have any questions, we are here. We are going to be after the talk. Yeah, that is the no problem.
Thank you everyone.